In case you've missed out on the major local and international news updates within the week, worry no more because we've got you covered. Join us on First Next News for a complete highlight of important stories from Nigeria and around the world. You can follow us on our YouTube channel at First Next News for full news reports.
Welcome to the news updates on First Next News Port Harcourt. First, we bring you the headlines. Senator Akpabio urges patience amid Tinubu government reforms. Wike, Fubara, Sean Iba's farewell Thanksgiving service. Resident doctors suspend warning strike, give government 2-week ultimatum. On the foreign scene, U.S. judge questions deportation of Nigerians, Gambians to Ghana. On sports, we have a report that Manchester City wins Manchester United in first leg Premier League playoff. Bringing the news at this hour is Zach Jimmy. Now the news in details. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has urged Nigerians to be patient with the administration of President Bola Tinubu. A statement by the Special Assistant to the President of the Senate on Media and Communication, Anyeti Ekong, quoted Senator Akpabio as urging Nigerians never to be despaired by the current situation that Nigeria was going through, but to look forward to a brighter future. He assured that the reforms initiated by the government will soon bear fruit of economic prosperity. Senator Akpabio made a call in his opening address as the chairman of the second plenary meeting of the Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria at Ikoregbene, Akwa Ibom State. Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, who represented President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said the administration was working towards building a country that works for everyone. However, from that to another story where we have a report here that the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State were absent on Sunday at the farewell Thanksgiving at the state sole administrator, Vice Admiral Iborete Ibas, retired. The outgoing sole administrator, speaking at the interdenominational service held in Port Harcourt as part of transitional activities, urged political stakeholders to place the state's interests above personal or partisan considerations. It was also gathered that many traditional rulers were absent from the event, which drew attendance from permanent secretaries, local government chairmen, heads of ports, agencies, parastatals, and security commanders across the state. Elsewhere, we have a report here that the civil society organization CSO Situation Room on monitoring the war against banditry has implored President Bola Tinubu to freeze federal locations to Zamfara State and impose emergency rule over Governor Dauda Lawal's alleged role in banditry in the state. The advocacy group claimed that Lawal administration handling of security votes has effectively subsidized criminal elements operating from the shadows. Addressing journalists on Sunday, Patriots Henry Abba, convener of the Situation Room, decried the governor's statements as a damning admission of guilt that has plunged Zamfara deeper into chaos. Over now to health, where we have a report here that the National Association of Resident Doctors (NARD) has said it has suspended the strike and given the federal government a 2-week window to fully implement agreements reached on its members' welfare and training. Recall that resident doctors embarked on warning strike on September 12 following the agitation for better welfare and other packages. But in a statement signed by the President, Dr. Tokpe Oshundara, the Secretary General, Dr. Odumbaku Kazimoluwashola, issued after the meeting, the resident doctor said it has suspended the strike following the commencement of payment of the 2025 Medical Residency Training Fund to members who were previously owed. The association called on members in the state tertiary hospitals to continue their industrial action until their respective governments demonstrate a genuine commitment to addressing their concerns. Still ahead, the federal government on Saturday, September 13, 2025, flagged off the second phase of the Makurdi 9th Mile Dualization Project, a 260-kilometer highway expected to transform transportation and commerce across the north, central, and southeast corridors. The project, estimated at $950 million and funded by the China Exim Bank, covers 520 kilometers in dual carriage terms and is considered one of the largest legacy road projects across the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Speaking at the event in Makurdi, the Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Umahi, described the project as a major milestone that will stimulate economic activities in Benue, Enugu, and neighboring states. In party politics, we have a report here that the African Democratic Congress has refuted the reports that the Independent National Electoral Commission has validated and released a list of the party's state chairmen across Nigeria's 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. In a statement released on Sunday by the party's spokesperson Bolaji Abdullahi via his official X account, the ADC national leadership clarified that INEC has issued no such confirmation, either officially or unofficially. African Democratic Congress refuted a report that the Independent National Electoral Commission has validated and released a list of its party's state chairmen across Nigeria's 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. In a statement released on Sunday by the party's spokesperson Bolaji Abdullahi, via his special X account, the ADC national leadership clarified that INEC has issued no confirmation, either officially or unofficially. In Cross River State, we have a report here that Right Honorable Albert Ayambem, Speaker of the Cross River State House of Assembly, organized an empowerment program in Edo, Ikom 2 state constituency, distributing various items to constituents including cars, motorcycles, sewing machines, generators, industrial spray pumps, grinding machines, wheelbarrows, educational materials, and farm tools. Beneficiary expressed heartfelt gratitude to Right Honorable Ayambem for the life-changing empowerment. The empowerment program highlighted several projects and interventions attracted to the constituency, including 56 appointments and employment, completion of classroom blocks in Eganga Community School, Ejiwo Primary School, and Inyarangpo Community School, solar-powered borehole in Nsak Mission, ongoing road projects in Nde Three Corners and Etikpe Inland Road, Abayom, major covered construction across Nsak Mission, Ayugasa, roofing of a classroom block in Ayugasa Community Primary School, ongoing bridge construction across Oyege, Eganga Nsale axis, and ongoing solar-powered borehole in Ijarawo, Nde. Right Honorable Ayambem's wife, Mrs. Nelly Elvet Ayambem, also distributed wrappers, bags of rice, and cash gifts to women inspired by the First Lady's encouragement. The event showcased Right Honorable Ayambem's dedication to the welfare and development of his constituents, aligning with Governor Basi Otu's People's First leadership agenda. Beneficiary had pledged to support the governor's initiative, praising Right Honorable Ayambem's efforts in transforming their lives and the constituency. Let's go on a quick break. When we return, we'll bring you foreign, business, and sports. Do stay tuned.
Hello everyone, welcome to First Next News.
Welcome back. Now to the rest of the news. On the foreign scene, a United States federal judge has criticized the Trump administration over its decision to deport Nigerian and Gambian migrants to Ghana. District Court Judge Tanya Chuktan in Washington, D.C. raised concerns on Saturday after lawyers for some of the migrants argued that the clients would face torture or persecution if sent back to their home countries. She ordered the U.S. government to provide a sworn statement explaining the safeguard in place to prevent Ghana from sending the migrants back to Nigeria or Gambia. She added that the Trump administration seemed to have intentionally bypassed immigration rules when it deported the migrants. Over now to business, where we have a report here that there is apprehension among Nigerians and energy sector holders as Dangote refinery begins fuel distribution nationwide with its compressed natural gas trucks today, Monday, September 15, 2025. During the weekend, hundreds of Dangote refinery trucks have already hit Nigerian road from Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Lagos State. The $20 billion refinery had announced that it invested 720 billion naira to import 4,000 compressed natural gas trucks. However, reports added that around 1,000 trucks have been delivered. Dangote Group said the scheme is expected to bring down fuel retail prices and is projected to save the country of 1.7 trillion naira annually in fuel distribution costs. Over now to the exciting world of sports, where we have the news here that Manchester City moved clear winners in the derby with a dominant 3-0 victory over Manchester United at the Etihad on Sunday. Phil Foden opened the scoring before Erling Haaland grabbed a fine brace to wrap up the win. Foden put City ahead in the first half with a headed finish after clever build-up play, giving the hosts the breakthrough their steady control of position deserved. United responded with occasional counter-thrust but lacked a cutting final ball and were unable to test City's goalkeeper consistency. United had brought moments and showed some fight, but inaccuracies from crosses and missed chances meant they could not trouble City's defensive organization. Manager Ruben Amorim's side now have just one win in 4, while Pep Guardiola's men head into the next test with momentum. And that's the news updates, but before we go, a recap of the major stories. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has urged Nigerians to be patient with the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We told you that the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State were absent on Sunday at the farewell Thanksgiving service of the state sole administrator, Vice Admiral Iborite Ibas, retired. We also informed you that the National Association of Resident Doctors, NAD, said it has suspended its strike and given the federal government a 2-week window to fully implement agreement reached on its members' welfare and training. And on the foreign scene, we told you that a United States federal judge has criticized the Trump administration over its decision to deport Nigerian and Gambian migrants to Ghana. And that's the news as compiled and edited by the editorial team. I am Zach Jimmy. Do well to follow us on our YouTube channel at First Next News. Many thanks for listening.